Today is May 14th, a Thursday, 6/12, and this is the 546979a9298010, I think, in retrospect. Now, this retrospect might look a little different because I'm not with Daniel, or we don't have like a YouTube interface where we're looking over the documentaries. But I just wanted to sit down and have a talk about this in retrospect. Everyone might be wondering why 546979 is not here, or even throughout the exhibition, there wasn't a lot of appearances of him. And for those who have actually watched the documentary series, it might be clear that it is me. 546979 is just me. It's just another character, or really just another account that I made. So I can freely just put stuff there, because usually not everything that I make I want to publish with my own name. And sometimes I make things that are kind of like out of my comfort zone, or maybe I'm not some work that I don't really want to put out just yet with my contemporaries, as in like with the work that I'm currently doing. So I use this 5469 as a space, an account, or whatever, to just let my creations live. And the whole reason why we had the 546979 exhibition was because one of our artists were no longer able to work with us. We no longer work with that with that artist anymore. So someone had to step up, and it's such a short time. That whole cancellation thing really happened when Sunggun was doing his exhibition. And literally it's Sunggun's exhibition, Erin's exhibition, and that, it was the exhibition of that person, but she just canceled out. So someone had to do it. And that's when I kind of proposed the idea of, 5469 doing an exhibition, which is basically me doing an exhibition. The really big thing, or a lot of pressure built after Erin did her exhibition, just because her exhibition was so nice, was so greatly executed, the idea was so good as well. So there was a lot of pressure, because 5469, that exhibition wasn't planned at all. It was a very last minute planning. Luckily, I did bring all of my work from America. So I did have work to present, but in no way did that work melt with each other in a way that I thought it would. A lot of it came from me experimenting, doing big projects. So they had no relation to each other at all. So the big thing was, how do I bring the pieces that I already have together? How do I make them cooperate well enough that in a space they look like a collection of work that were meant to be with each other? That was number one. Number two was, how do I set them up? Do I set everything up? Because there are a few paintings that I didn't hang up there. Selecting the few works, putting them in specific places. And then number three was, what theme do I want to put in? Since with Oxxy, I want there to be a definite message. I want there to be a profound, and maybe not even profound, but a meaningful one. Something that might inspire, because that's what Oxxy is all about. what is that message? What is the concept? What kind of music do I want? How do I want the lighting to be? Everything follows. But fortunately enough, I think my work being at this space, I think first of all, the space is so pretty. I think that's the number one thing that makes everything work. Second of all, there are a lot of black and white charcoal or acrylic, or there's a lot of black and white. So in that aspect, it was easier for those to blend in together. But the big thing was the biggest piece that I had, the tree. Now that was all oil paint. That was all paint. And the texture was drastically different with what charcoal expresses, with what acrylic paint expresses, with what glue and stamps expresses. So that was a problem. We decided to hang it up anyways, because that, for me, felt like a centerpiece. For me, it felt like people would come to this exhibition to see that piece because of its size, but also because of its texture and what the painting is. I was trying to find out how can I build a space that bridges that big painting, the tree painting, with everything else, the black and whites. While I was thinking of that, I was looking at these paintings, and they really reminded me of this cowboy era, these 1960 Delta blue type of aesthetic, and that's something that you rarely see in Korea. I think I rarely see it in America either, as well. And I'm fascinated by that culture, this cowboy culture, what you call like this Midwest. I don't know if Midwest is like, I don't think they're actually referring to, I don't know. I don't think it's referring to like Midwest in America. Maybe it's like how they call the film, Midwest films? I don't know. I'm saying this because like when I was looking at the documentaries, I kept saying like this Midwest aesthetic, and then I was looking at the map and I was like, okay, am I sure that this is right? I've heard it somewhere, definitely in correlation with cowboys, but anyway, we're getting off topic. Where was I? So yeah, just all these paintings came to me as, wow, that's kind of era in time. So I was like, okay, that's definitely something I could play with. And I feel like people would like it as well. So that's how the basis of the space was created. And then from there I was like, okay, let's build a house, a little raggedy house. What I was thinking of was, in every cowboy film, the cowboy walks into like a bar, right? I was thinking of those kind of houses. Obviously, I can't create something so detailed, or like a house. I can't create a house. I don't know how to. So I was like, okay, let's just create the basic structure of a house that might even the tiniest bit resemble a house in that era. So that's what we did, and fortunately enough, somehow everything kind of came together. The lighting, the yellow lights, no studio lights at all, that worked greatly. And I think it also worked because like the wood color was like the between of bright colors like the oil paints expressed versus like the black and white. So it was the perfect middle piece to have. And then the song, and then obviously the lighting, the one light bulb hanging from the house, that was also in great effects to the atmosphere and the atmosphere that it created. Being that yellow light, being the only source of light that kind of projects everything. And I thought that was very like that era-esque as well. And then you have the speakers under the wooden desk. For some reason, that really felt like alcohol barrels. And all the songs further elevated this space to let the audience feel like they've time traveled to that. And then lastly, the cowboy game. I think that was the cherry on top. Engaging, like the space already with what Oxxy does and what I'm trying to do, we're trying to engage the audience into an experience. We're not trying to hang a few paintings and be a gallery. We're trying to be an experience, innovate the space enough so that it becomes like almost like an installation, an experiential installation. And I think the game was something that the audience could have fun in a space where it's quite a space that takes itself serious, if that makes sense. It was refreshing, and it was very engaging, probably more engaging than the overall space. But I also think, when you go to Disneyland, when you go to Universal, you're going in these rides that are quite performative. What I mean by that is they're made to look like what they look like. They're purposely designed to make you feel like you're in a certain movie. And I thought that was kind of the playfulness / the experience / the exciting exhibition that we wanted to bring with 5469. And a lot of it is greatly inspired by Erin's exhibition, where her exhibition was really an experience as well. Chiu and Sungin, of course, their exhibition, we try to do the same thing. But I think starting from Erin's one, we really kind of got the sense of how to. I'm not saying Chiu and Sungin's exhibition was not good, not at all. I'm saying as time went, the Oxxy team, we realized, these are certain qualities of a space that we can manipulate that can give more of a wow kind of reaction, like a reaction where that person feels like is being transported to another world. And I think that's what great exhibitions do. And I think that's what we were trying to do as well. So in that regards, I think it was very successful. And I was very satisfied with how it turned out to be. I think it was one of my favorite exhibitions that we did over the summer. I also think it was the most enjoyable exhibition, one of the most enjoyable exhibitions that we were able to do. And that exhibition had the second most amount of people. And in that regards, we had the most walk-ins. And I'm forever thankful to all those people that came. Especially there was one time where there's a little girl that came in and she was so excited to play the game and see the space, and that was really really motivating and inspiring to me. There were a lot of foreigners that came as well during that week. That was also just fun for me to just talk in English and to tell them about the space. Overall, a great experience. Very happy with how it turned out, with all the Instagram ads as well. We had our first video that got over 10K views. I think it sits around 18K now. But yeah, super successful, super inspiring, super, an experience that I can learn a lot from and look back on with a lot of fondness. The Oxxy team had a lot of fun just doing, the 인형 뽑기 and just being around there, acting like we're cowboys, circling around that house. We had this invitation of artists that came in to give their feedback on it, and I don't want to say most importantly, but another very big thing was directors that were creating their movie and putting it into Busan 영화제. They also came in to create a scene in that space that we created. And I've never been a part of something like that, so it was great to see that happening in a space where I love so much. Yeah, it was just, it's a lot of things happened, a lot of attempts. I still don't know how well, I can't believe how well it turned out to be. How well the Instagram came out to be as well, like all the ads, the promos and stuff. Very, very fond memories. In the next segment, I have a little bit of me and Daniel talking about it, reviewing the footages of the documentary, but it got cut short. So yeah, hopefully you guys had a fun time watching the Oxxy crew and me building that space, living in that space, being in that space. And tune into the next In Retrospect with Javon. Thank you. Hi Daniel.
Hey Rocky.
Why have we assembled today?
We are gonna review 5461's exhibition.
5469?
5469, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, where is 5469?
I haven't seen him in a while. Do you know? No?
No. Should we just tell the truth?
Maybe at the end. We can wait.
Okay. Let's just review it without him then, okay?
Okay.
I'll share my screen. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Let's go to YouTube. Say wallahi fam, say wallahi fam.
Say wallahi fam.
Alright, so start off with house. Do you remember doing this? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear the video though.
Oh, 일부러 이렇게.
Oh.
This is 3 weeks ago, almost a year ago. This is us making the house.
Yeah.
This was like early morning 28. Like
I remember.
우리 둘이 밤샜잖아 거의. 여기서 자고
여기서
아침에
잤어. 맞아.
이거 만들었잖아.
Yeah.
어땠어?
I just remember it was like we wake, like that's like the first thing we did. And like we just had like the wood. I remember we had like the wood inside the other room. And then I remember like the nails. The driver, the nail driver. It like the first nail driver we used, it didn't work as well, so it took a while.
Yeah.
And I remember midway we switched.
Yeah.
To a better one, and it just complete, like, cause I think that's why it took longer than it should have.
Yeah, this is 7:02 a.m. right now.
Wow.
아니 근데 this, like when we were doing this entire house, we used the old nail driver. The new nail driver came when it was time for my exhibition.
Right. Oh, did we not use the new one here?
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, okay. So it just, okay. I mean, I guess that's why it like, cause we like charged it and then it like ran out of battery and then we had to like charge it again and then I guess that took a long time.
You look so tired. Look at you. How tired on the scale of 1 to 10 were you on this day, on this morning?
Out of 10, I think it was a good like 9.5.
Wow, you were really tired then.
I was really tired.
I remember I was just like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just trying to make something.
No, yeah.
And then later on, we made like a little version of that.
Right.
And we put it in. That was basically the morning before all the other things came in. Like this day it was crazy. Because we went down.
Oh yeah. The big
Yeah,
paint.
this one.
I remember we struggled like even like bringing it upstairs because it was so
Yeah.
big.
Bro, I look tired. I look cooked.
78.
And I was showing you
this
like
is just me.
That's just
all the
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
I brought.
So if I didn't bring anything art related, I just bring 2.
근데
which
동희야 이번에 짐을 가져올 때 it was even crazier.
this year's
This summer
this summer.
it was so crazy. This was all the thing that everything that I brought.
Is that like it's like 6-7 luggages?
Yeah, it's 7.
Holy.
And they're all overweight.
Did that fit all in your dorm or your apartment?
Yeah,
Wow, that is insane.
it's insane. The amount of things that I brought back. Check this out.
Ooh.
Check this out.
Yo, the OG. Oh, I love that. I love that Pokemon.
Anyways, yeah, that summer was insane. Just like bringing all this stuff. Well, when you first saw this painting, how was it?
I was surprised because when you like, I knew you liked big paintings, but it was like a different scale of like the size. I was just like, I think I was shocked, and I was like wondering how they would even bring it up, but it was so big that they had to cut the paintings, the backings of the painting in half to even bring it up, and that was even harder. Like it was also like, even though we broke it in half, it was hard to bring it up. And it was crazy. Yeah,
this is crazy.
it's like one side of the entire exhibition room.
OD. What was your favorite paintings out of all the other paintings?
I actually have 2.
Mm-hmm.
The one was the big painting, the tree, because I really like the texture of it, and I like the texture of the oil painting.
So
and
it's currently
like
July
each
29th, and the 4th artist has
like
arrived.
each
and I'm
tree
so
had
excited to
their
see.
own different strokes. That's one that I really liked, and then the one right across from it, I remember it was like almost like a cowboy family, and the really long one. I also like that one, but all the like everything was so like it was very like it was a new experience for me too, because I haven't seen a painting that big unless I'm like at a museum, like so.
How was your first meeting with 546979a? How was that?
My first meeting. He was very energetic. I loved his energy. And he was like very welcoming and funny. Yeah.
Did his when he was dapping you up, did that hurt in any way?
Every time.
Every time?
He's a strong guy.
I also heard from a little birdie that you and 5469 actually dated. And you were kissing upside down and stuff.
Oh, the Spider-Man?
Yeah. What is that about? I didn't know.
I don't want to go too detailed in that. I think the upside down Spider-Man pose is very iconic in the Spider-Man movie. So I'll just have the viewers just visualize that on their own.
So you're saying that's true?
I won't deny it.
Okay.
Nah, I'm playing. But
No. Okay. We have that clear. We have that. Everybody, we have that clear. Why did y'all break up though?
I think it's just like long distance. I haven't seen him in a while.
How many times have you seen him exactly?
Twice. And I honestly don't know what he looks like even. He always has his little ski mask on. So I think I just liked him for his energy.
Okay. Interesting. And then we started playing the game. This kind of Midwest.
Right.
Did you like the game? Did you have fun? What memories do you have with the game?
I just remember it was the game, like the gun was very accurate. And even though I move, it like predicts where you're moving and it gets you there. And I just remember trying multiple times until like I finally got one. But it wasn't an easy game.
Do you remember that sound?
Ding, ding, ding.
Is there a song you remember from the playlist during this exhibition?
I remember it was just very like country.
Let's try to survive.
But it wasn't like most of the songs were like old and not. I wasn't really like familiar. But like definitely if I do listen it back, I would remember.
Oh yeah. Hey, Aaron died so fast. No. It's not gonna survive out here. Alright, come on, I got it. Fun times, good times. And then we went shopping for some wood. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And then we made the roof. Now for me, this is really when the exhibition started coming together. You know,
right.
When we placed the wood, when we placed the lighting inside the house,
Like before
and we turned off the lights.
이
This
각도로
was
보는 거.
when everything came together for me. How about
근데
you? Do you agree?
나 너무 좋은 게
Yes.
그림 분위기랑
When we put
은근히
the little
맞아.
light and
은근히
then
맞아.
turned all the other lights,
Yes sir.
it really gave the environment
One job is done today.
the light, like what do you call it?